Hey everyone, it's Jody Sutter of the Sutter Company, and it's Just Ask Jody. It's that time when I take a question from an agency around an issue that they're having with business development, and I'll answer that question in 4 minutes or less. And this time the question is it important to have an agency blog? And I want to redirect that question, as I often do with my questions, and have you take a step back, and rather than getting hung up on a blog, I want you to think about it another way. Because I think what happens is that agencies do get really hung up on the device that is known as a blog. Even the word blog sounds very 2008, doesn't it? Or maybe you start getting overwhelmed with thinking about how you're going to fill this gigantic content container. Or maybe you think about all the other really mediocre agency blogs that are out there and how you don't want to be like one of them. So here's the way that I ask you to redirect that question. Rather than, or before you ask whether it's important to have an agency blog, I want you to think about yourself or your agency as a thought leader. Do you have a professional point of view that you are expressing consistently and strategically? Now, you all have a professional point of view. You just may not realize it yet. And your professional point of view will be based on how you approach your work, the methods that you use. You have ways that you know are more successful than other ways. So what's your opinion on how to do the best work possible? What's your knowledge of the types of clients that you work with, or the categories that you work within? You probably have a strong point of view about the solutions that are right to address those particular client challenges. So I think first you got to figure out what your professional point of view is. And once you understand that, it's really a short leap between a professional point of view and a body of thought leadership. You essentially have the strategy behind thought leadership. And once you have that, then you can start to think about how you're going to distribute that thought leadership. And a blog happens to be a pretty good way of distributing thought leadership. So is a blog important for an agency? Yeah, if you've got thought leadership to distribute, absolutely. I also wouldn't look at your blog in isolation. I would try as much as possible to see it within an ecosystem of other sales and marketing tactics that you're currently doing. Use it to support those things. So that's it for this Just Ask Jody. If you have got a question that you'd like me to feature next time, I welcome you to email me at jody@thesuttercompany.com. And until then, happy new business hunting, and I'll see you on the next Just Ask Jody.